Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordumt. We are back for some more Pillars of Eternity with the Triple Crown difficulty settings. In the previous episode, as you can see, we took out Lord Raedric in favor of Kolsch, who's gonna be now ruling over the Gilded Veil, I believe. And for the sake of time, I didn't even get a chance to actually look at Raedric's weapon. I don't think I've ever used this, but it's called Justice. It's a unique greatsword, two-handed, slow, and it also deals 10% damage as crush, and also plus 25% crush damage. It's accurate, it's damaging, it's just a fine enchanted weapon, pretty much. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have anybody wielding this. Maybe Grieving Mother if I ever put it in melee, but by that point I think I'm probably gonna have something better. In any case, we're gonna do this. Do you have a hat? You do not have a hat. There you go. Beautiful. Okay. And we also picked up some grimoires, which don't really have anything I need. Yeah, they don't. I think we are good. Okay, so just to sum up something that we did yesterday, when fighting Lord Raedric, what I did was I came up here, I initiated the dialogue, and the fight started. If you are trying to play this merely for, you know, extra efficiency, playing it safe, something that I should also be doing, right? It's the smartest play, but for the sake of making the videos, I think it's also worth showing the proper dialogue. But if you just want to play it safe, all you need to do is put your entire party back here, and then send someone like Eder or your rogue, anyone else, just shoot one of the guards, fall back to this place, and fight here, okay? Because here we have a choke point, over there it's kinda chaos. Regardless, we managed the fight, Eder is still alive, thankfully. Grieving Mother did some very cool things there, I gotta say. And do you have something else to say? Forgive me, friend, there is much to do, but we will not forget what you have done for us. Okay. So, with this, we have completed, I believe, everything before Defiance Bay. So now I can just leave. Oh no, I think I'm gonna have to speak to the priest on the upper floor of Raedric's Hold, because he did help us and allowed us to rest and stuff. Let me just go back in and see if I can quickly find him. I'm not sure if he's gonna, you know, give us any reward. Maybe he's gonna be upset because we killed Raedric, and he was actually not particularly fond of that idea. He actually liked Raedric. So I gotta go. Can I go up? Yeah, I can go up. Maybe he's even gonna be upset. Let's see. Okay, so he's over here in this corner. And so, Gilded Veil is its new thing. I will trust that you have chosen wisely. Okay, so no big deal. Just like a word of encouragement, I guess. I can go down. Yeah, it's better. We're gonna go down and out the courtyard, and then we'll leave. And my plan right now is to go and sell some stuff, because we picked up a lot of items from this fight. And then we are going to proceed into Defiance Bay. There we're gonna have some more dialogue. We're gonna have some item pickups, some purchases, some new quests. Hopefully some fun stuff. And I really need to find a blunderbuss for the Grieving Mother. I'm not sure if I won't try to kind of do that quest before time, just to get the blunderbuss, because it's a quest reward, before going for anything else. In terms of quests, I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Gilded Veil. Like I said, we're gonna sell some stuff. And then move on to Defiance Bay. There's at least one item I want to pick up, which is gonna be my rogue's weapon for probably most of the game. No, not there. Here. And we also have some levels of Cadnua to do, I think. At least like 1 or 2, maybe.
And well met.
Okay, so what do we sell here? I can sell this spear. I could probably sell one arquebus as well. Okay, let's check out our... Oh, actually, wait. Because we gotta scroll down. Fine mail armor, put it there. Oh, I can't. Okay. So, what do we sell? I'm gonna start selling everything that isn't a fine weapon that also isn't duplicated. So I have 4 stilettos. I'm gonna sell 2 of them. And everything that's not fine is gonna go away. All of this stuff can just go. Spellwrite, Spellwrite, and Spellwrite. Faded. I'm gonna sell this fine greatsword because we have justice. In terms of armor, I can sell... Oh, I have this one already, so you can sell it. Everything else is gonna go. Okay. Seems fine to me. Ooh, Jesus Christ. There's a lot of stuff to sell here. Okay, all of this is gonna go away. Yep. Thank you. Some books. And that's it. Okay, pretty much 7,000 gold. Do you sell supplies? You do. I just want one. Thank you.
Hey.
Let's carry on. When it's starting to get hot. We will rest at the inn and then we're gonna move. And the quest I need to do for the Grieving Mother's weapon is a farmer's plight. Ogre, he wants the ogre dead, but where is he? Spotted around Deerford, but he wasn't sure exactly where it dwells. I think Triggle told me he was to the west. Triggle told me the ogre was mostly resides near the Bale River, east of Deerford village. Okay. We might just go there after getting our initial pickups from Defiance Bay.
Greetings.
Greetings, lover. I want to sleep. Just a normal room. Let's go. Okay. So I think for us to go to Defiance Bay, we can either go to this bridge or this bridge. Well, actually we need to go to this one, right? Because this one is broken. Yeah, true. So let's go here. Main keep construction completed. We can start building something different. So now what we have. Bars the passage of invaders coming across the Ishyan River. This is only security. This we have. The Bailey houses various necessities for keeping the stronghold self-sufficient. Allow you to upgrade the grounds further. Towers. Grant a perception bonus while resting. Requires Western Barbican for more security. Library. These are just bonuses. Hirelings to defend your stronghold during attacks. I think this is not bad, actually. Merchant stalls, that's also cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna start by building the stuff that's a pre-requirement for something else. So, we're gonna start with the Bailey. There we go. Let's check out what we have here in the vicinity. Nothing special. Commoners. Okay, can I go over there? It's not stealing. Cool. Welcome to Defiance Bay, but watch something. Justicar Forgant.
Good day to you.
Good day. What can I do for you? What can you tell me about Defiance Bay? Sorry, but I don't have time right now. But it sounds like that Dozen's crackpot, Rowan, is stirring up trouble again. He jerks his head at the gate. He'd be all too happy to give you a rundown of the city. Liberally flavored with Dozen's propaganda, of course. This is one of the factions. You seem to be on edge. What's the problem? Thousands of them, truth be told. We've got refugees coming in from all parts under some misguided notion that things are actually better here. That the legacy somehow passed us over. So they show up with no prospects and little money and just end up making a worse mess of things. No offense. Okay, well, I'm looking for the Temple of Vodica. He scratches his beard. Not sure why you'd want to go there, he shrugs. It's in the first fires if you really want to see it. Okay, thank you. And good luck to you. Okay. Let's have our first steps in Defiance Bay. We're gonna go into the copper lane. We have several people to meet. And some items to purchase.
The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by Whiteone's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Wonderful. And here we are, my friends, in the main city of the game. This is one of two.
Hello? Dry field in need of a cleansing flame. You have found it.
Blackson. Okay. Is this Rowan?
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Yep, this is Rowan. Rowan's arms are crossed, and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You've picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacies no better here. It's the Animancers, Megran Scorcham, and they nest in this city like rats. You mark my words though, us Dozens are gonna put a stop to it. What are you doing out here? He gestures at the crowd, which buzzes with angry chatter. Trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animancers dangerous liberties. And what do you know about Animancy? It's the study and manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. The Aedirans at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing that can be said about them. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Ingwithan times, which is why you'll see Animancers tinkering with all Ingwithan artifacts. Kinda raises a fist to cough discreetly into it. Half-truths all, but he's an enthusiastic performer, I'll give him that. He shakes his head. Trouble is, the Animancers got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Not that they'll admit it. Our emphatic friend is correct about one thing at least. 1 second. Okay. Tell me more about the dozens. He taps his chest. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Just like a militia that doesn't, except for the training, and the discipline, and the code of honor. His eyes gleam, and we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. You have any interest in hearing more, stop by Admet's Den sometime, the Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinkers in there, can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and the animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. I'd like to know more about Defiance Bay. This is the capital of the Free Palatinate of the Deerwood. We started out as the capital of an Aediran colony, but we booted the Flaccid Scepter from these lands 150 years ago. These days, we're a major port receiving trade and visitors from all over the world. But we, well, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Ondra's Gift, Brackenberry, and Heritage Hill. He ticks each off on a calloused finger. Okay, well, tell me about Copper Lane. This here is Copper Lane. He taps his scuffed boot on the cobblestones. It's primarily a market district, but you've also got the Expedition Hall directly north of here, where you can join treks into the wilds. That's also where my fellow dozen martyrs and I tend to meet up with other concerned citizens. He points to a long, domed building west and north of your position. And that's the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Eerie place, you ask me, but they've got the biggest library in the Deerwood. Kinda laughs. Eerie indeed. It might be less so if more kids stepped inside. Perhaps we ought to visit Cordant and see just what mysteries are revealed. Okay, well, tell me about Brackenberry. A noise of disgust rattles in his throat. The nobility that didn't sail back to Adir stayed there. Most of the families there trace their lineage back to old imperial times. Other than a lot of has-been nobility, you've got Hadret House, where Lady Webb and her spies operate, and Brackenberry Sanitarium, the main cesspit of animency in the city. He spits on the cobblestones. Okay, tell me about the First Fires. That's where the revolution started, hence the name. These days it's overrun with politicians and panderers, but we'll take it back someday. That's where you'll find the Ducal Palace, the Valian Embassy, and Crucible Keep. He shakes his head. The Crucible Knights were the original freedom fighters in Defiance Bay, but now they're just strutting peacocks with their eyes on fancy titles and their heads up their asses. There's an old temple of Vodica there too. We keep it real nice for her. He winks. Tell me about Ondra's Gift. Got the name because it was a wetland that was drained back in the imperial days. Now it's a city district populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs, but it's a fun place too, if you know where to look. He winks and elbows you. Look for a place called the Salty Mast while you're there, when you're there. Other than that, it's mostly warehouses and abandoned homes. Okay, tell me about Heritage Hill. He shivers. It used to be one of the most prestigious districts in the city. Heroes of the Revolution claimed plots up there, next to an ancient Inguithan tower and the city cemetery. Had the best views in Defiance Bay. Attracts richer types these days. Lot of animancy patrons. He spits. He glances at the crowd and lowers his voice. You wouldn't have heard, but something happened over there a couple of months ago. The authorities sealed it off and they're keeping their mouths shut, but mark my words, animancy's to blame. Okay, what about something else? Nothing. Okay, farewell.
Hey.
Thank you for the information. We have 5 districts, each quite specific. What else do we have? I know I have an item that I want to pick up somewhere close by. The calm waters smell faintly of refuse. Wonderful. What is this? The Goose and Fox. I think that's the inn. This is where I want to go. Crumbled loaves and shredded flyers float on the waters. So, yeah, I think this is what I want here.
Ahead.
Yeah, this is really good. An oaken scarab figurine. This summons 3 wood beetles. Now, they're not particularly strong, but they are somewhat tanky. And tanky summons are very, very important in this game. Especially in the higher difficulties. Lundala. The statuesque woman has a gaze that could cut stone. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favors you with a look of acknowledgement. Her eyes shimmer under silvered eye shadow and a razor-precise line of kohl. Before you can speak, she throws her hand up in dramatic fashion.
Welcome.
Autographs after the performance, please. Great art requires great concentration, and greatness is expected from the Revel of Stars. What is the Revel of Stars? We are the finest theater troupe in the city. We believe that the best art is immersive and true to life. She looks at the amphitheater with a rapturous expression. We stage our performances right here in Copper Lane for the edification of all. I suppose I can spare a moment for a fan. What do you do? That depends entirely on the demands of the role. She lays a slender hand on her chest. I am the Pallid Knight, the Widow of the Wood, and the Warrior Queen Mokka, all at different times. To live a different life each day is a glorious thing indeed, my friend. The grieving mother retreats from the actress. Her mind deceives. Her voice enchants. She seeks to become what you desire, to blind you to the truth. Do not trust her, Watcher. Okay. Does the Revel of Stars take in many new members? But of course! Good drama is a balm to the soul, and we wish to offer a true theatrical experience to as many as possible. What kind of members do you take? We'll take in the new and old, the tall and small, the experienced and unexperienced. Whoever is best suited to fulfill a role to the utmost. How long do you keep members? As long as they are able to satisfy the demands of their roles. She smooths a wayward strand of hair. True acting can be a grueling process, so some last longer than others. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Well, what about you? Sorry, can't talk right now. Okay. Now, I think in here, I don't really have much else to do. Except... I want to go there. But I also want to go to the marketplace. This, if I'm not mistaken, is where we're going to pick up our nice weapon. Is it you that sells it? Again? Ah, this is the one from the Bridge District. Hello again. Thanks for visiting my store. I'm still trying to recover from losing that cargo, she says with a huff. My inventory isn't what it used to be, but hopefully I've got something you'll like. Show me your wares. Okay, so she's merely a trapper. So it's not like it's very much of a loss, even if we did lose something out from her. And she sells stuff quite expensive. Laura.
Good day to you.
The young woman stands by a cart, watching the crowd with large, bright eyes that focus on you as you approach. Take your time, traveler. If you're looking for enchanted scrolls or garb, you've come to the right place. So, maybe not what I want. Seal of Faith. Very cool item. I don't have the money for it. Telda's Ring. Not bad. Deflection, protection, and a bunch of scrolls. Ashwood cameo. Summon a Delum gun. I think this is cool. But also very, very expensive. So not for right now. She sells potions. She sells ingredients. And that's pretty much it. Okay, thank you. Narmer.
Greetings.
The merchant smiles brightly. Well met, traveler. Are you interested in purchasing any rations for your journeys? Show me your wares. Ooh, dragon meat and dragon egg. These are very nice items for making good food. They're also quite expensive though. Okay, so nothing from him just yet. And we have Igrun.
Gods keep you.
Igrun stands behind the stall, polishing a broadsword. The patterned flesh around his eyes is crinkled with age, and the muscles in his arms are knotty and lean, but he holds the weapon with ease. He nods at you. Come to take a look. You won't find a finer collection of armor and weaponry in Defiance Bay. Outside Sonild's, of course. He flashes a crooked grin. What's so special about Sonild? She operates in the expedition hall. He jerks a thumb over his shoulder. Sells the best equipment in the city, but Wenan keeps her on a short leash. Keeps her fine inventory reserved for chartered expeditionists, members of the dozens, and anyone else he takes a liking to. Okay, let me see what you have for sale. And this is the item we want here. Borsane. This is a war bow, which we are currently using on my rogue. It's a fine one, which doesn't really matter. 20% of damage restored as endurance. Also kind of whatever, but it's a nice to have. But this one here is the nice thing to have. Attacks can stun on crits, which hopefully we will be doing often. So this one I think we're going to pick up probably right now. This one is a Pike. That doesn't really matter. The Lady's Hand doesn't really matter. And Shatterstar, this one is also quite nice, honestly. It makes it so you have one more enemy engaged. So this could be something good for Eder to have another enemy, or I can also give it to Kana, because currently he doesn't really have anything to engage more enemies, except maybe he has the defender thing. I don't remember. I'll have to see. Okay, other than this, what we have? We have some armor. The Dunri Demon. +2 to intellect. Cool. I will probably buy this as well. So from here, I would want Borsane. And this one I'll just buy it out, right out. Because I'm gonna want this weapon always. So that's fine. Shatterstar, I'm not sure yet. And the helmet, I'm also not sure yet. Oh, what's this? Pike's Pride. Medium armor. Half stun duration, half knockdown duration, +9 to will. This is strong. And it's not very expensive either. But it doesn't have a lot of damage reduction, which is kind of a deal. So, this one is 3,000 and this one is 4,500. Okay, so just gonna buy this. I'm gonna give it to my friend here. There we go, our new item. We can just store these and this as well. You are gonna want that. Cool. And I think I'm gonna want to enchant this. Kit slaying takes up for... so let me just go over enchantment for a little bit and also remind myself of this. So any of your weapons is gonna have enchantment slots, and I think they have at most 14 slots. Possibly two-handed weapons have more. What is it? Wait, where is my... here. No, same thing. Okay, so also 14. And you can enchant your weapons all the way up until it fills up this 14 of the available slots. Now, this bow is fine. Sure, cool. Draining, which is a waste, and also stunning, which is awesome. In any case, if I wanted to give it exceptional, I require level 8 and I require some items that I do not have. Superb, same thing. Legendary, same thing. But I do believe that they can override each other. They don't take up additional slots. So for example, if you have a fine one, it takes up 2, which we do. But if you were to put exceptional, it's not going to be an extra 4. It's going to be an additional 2. So 2 plus 2. So if I want legendary, I would need 8 points here. So 8, 10, 13. Doesn't leave me a lot of space to do something here. So maybe just keep it at superb. And give it a corrosive lash. I think this one might be good. Plus 25% corrode damage. And we have all of the ingredients as well. Okay. I will think about this and then decide what I want to enchant.
Hey.
I'm also gonna check out this store, as I think it also sells some cool stuff. Oh, come here. Some sugar and things, doesn't really matter. Admet's Den. So this is supposed to be the headquarters of the Dozens faction.
This looks like the kind of place we could find allies. For a prize.
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, we're gonna start by stealing, of course.
They won't see me coming.
A lot of books. We can just sell those. Oh, cutscene. Adventurers. Bandon Lear. A well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. Bine the Nimble. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Ah, wonderful person, not rude at all. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Bine's giant slayers run things around here and you'll be fine. Never heard of him. His eyes narrow. You have now. Stick around Defiance Bay and you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's the reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. A voice bellows across the hall. Enough jabberbine. You gotta do the job or talk about it. His jaw tightens. Wennan's right. That coin ain't gonna collect itself. He looks at his comrades and jerks his chin toward the door. See you around, pup. Yeah, bye, bitch.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
Ah, cool. Tell me about the Dozens. Wennan's expression becomes serious, the timbre of his voice deepening. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries in the Deerwood. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least I remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Deerwood's freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who've protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Waidwen at Evon Dior Bridge. A lot of folks don't know how Waidwen wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. They walked out of Algot Citadel and faced down a god, held him there until the bomb went off. He thumbs the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we have been. We stand up for the people. First line of defense, whatever it takes. We got new enemies now. If it's not Waidwen, it's his damned legacy. It's a damn soul butchers in Brackenberry making things worse on all of us. Probably causing the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once, we'll do it again. Whenan casually nods your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? Sure, I'm looking for work.
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Osric. Okay, farewell. Daggers mark the locations of various Ingwithan ruins. Notes posted around the map lists bets on current expeditions. But I actually want to go here. This place I remember, and this is where Sonild is.
How do you do?
The woman looks up from polishing a dagger. Haven't seen you before. You headed out with an expedition company? She raises an eyebrow. Or are you betting on one? Tell me about the expeditions. They're groups of adventurers that venture into the wilderness. More than a few of them try their luck scouring the ruins. Most of them come back empty-handed, if they come back at all. Betting on them is almost as risky as actually going. But that's how the expeditions get funded, and every once in a while, one of the adventuring companies will strike it big and make a fortune for their backers. How long have you worked at Adnet's Den? She leans on the countertop and drums her fingers. Oh, a few years. I got in the minute the last merchant cleared out. She nods toward the main area of the hall. They've got new expeditions venturing out every week, so this is a great place to do business. And the dozens make loyal friends, and loyal customers, so long as you stick by them. She taps the counter. The vendor who was here before me, they ran him out when he sold his best helms to a pair of Crucible Knights. I've been careful not to make the same mistake. Can I buy something? I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me so long as I only do business with them. And they're good customers. She jerks her thumb at the door. But if you get on Osric's good side, he could make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now. Okay, farewell. So we have to do at least one mission for this faction in order to access their stores, I believe.
Well,
First things first, I'm gonna try steal. Well, of course, why wouldn't I? Is this a safe spot or not? Okay.
I'll see it done. It's finished.
Ooh, she can't see me. Really, that's it? A goddamn scroll. Okay,
Hey,
let's continue on. What else do we have? Oh,
yes. Where there's a
It's
pit, there's
finished.
a way.
really? A spear?
I'll
Wow.
see it done. It's finished.
A geological map and a rope and grappling hook. This map marks areas of geological activity in the Deerwood and Air Glanfath. Of note is a description of a cavern where molten rock flows within a deep chasm. I'm not sure what this is gonna... Oh, quest!
Hey,
We got a quest item,
Nice
okay.
and quiet.
I don't remember what that's for, but... Let's just carry on. Come on, this is also stealing?
what is it?
Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine.
I'll see it done. It's finished.
Some gold.
Hey,
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
The outer bands of this target are poked with countless holes.
Quiet as a calm sea. Which is not very.
Not very. Arrows are for practice in the expedition hall only. Purchase weapons for personal use from Sonild. No exceptions.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
Tell me about the expedition hall. It's treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sponsors put up money, hire adventurers to explore the wilds, looking for ruins mostly. If they come back alive, they split the spoils. If not, it's because they handle their weapons like this slot in front of me, who might as well be digging their own graves right now. Got business with me? Any way I could get access to Sonil's merchandise? She only sells to friends of the dozens. Although, he sizes you up, I do have something I need done. Something that requires... He glances sidelong at an adventurer flailing away helplessly at a dummy. Competence. And what do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knight was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. This is very true. This is very true. And what's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
Why don't you just go back and ask for it?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Jesus Christ, man. I'll see what I can do then.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
He leans in closer. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited the forger in Ondra's Gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunrid Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunrid Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Okay. This is also where you can hire adventurers. And I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenin. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Okay, farewell then. So we have our first quest here, Rogue Knight. And maybe by completing this quest, this will make us, this will leave us in the good graces of the dozens and allow us to purchase some items here. Regardless, that is not my intent right now. We're gonna be doing something different. Okay.
In Jacoa, we have a memorial for the Saints' War. They say a Rawatai artillery master contributed to the Godhammer bomb. I wondered if...
Of course. You want Rawatai to be a part of this history. Crow about how your people helped the Deerwood. Maybe your Ranganui lied, Amawa.
On second thought, I'll ask Adair.
Yeah, that's probably better, man. Okay, so, can't quick save, yeah. I think this is a good place for us to end our episode. But my intent for the next one is to check out the Hall of Revealed Mysteries, because I think we also have a nice quest here. Possibly go searching around Defiance Bay a little bit more for some extra quests and possibly some items. I don't really remember the rest. The only thing I knew for sure is that I wanted to pick up Borsarain or Borsane for my rogue. And then probably going to try and take care of the ogre for the pig farmer, because the reward of that quest is a really nice weapon for the Grieving Mother. But I still have to decide on that. So, that's it for now, my friends. As always, thank you so much for being here with me in the channel, watching some Pillars of Eternity. If you guys have any questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you want to get notified about videos coming to the channel, feel free to subscribe. They are coming out every single day. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Until then, stay safe, everyone.